Hello all you beautiful people, how you doing here today? This is Love Temptress and welcome back to my channel. Or if you're new here, welcome, hi! So today we're going to be going over a mod called Simple Farming. All about the food mods lately, and this one is tons of fun. It adds new crops, new trees, bushes, and tons of different recipes, because check that out. And it wraps all the way around. Those are all recipes that this mod adds. Today we're going to go over the crops and trees and bushes and where you can find all this, along with the different things you can use to now breed your animals. Oh yeah, there's lots of different stuff. And of course, this one, I firmly believe this one would be fantastic to add to your regular vanilla Minecraft or to add to a mod pack because it has so many great things. All right, so let's get started. First of all, how do you get all the seeds? Well, two things. Quinoa and cumin actually grow in the wild. But most of the seeds you actually just get from breaking grass. You'll still get your vanilla seeds, but you also get all of these too. You have that chance. Now, the trees are a little bit different, and we'll go over that in just a second. But let's see some of the stuff this adds. So first of all, we have chicory root. Here's what it looks like, but here's what the plant looks like. And even the plants for decoration purposes, some of these are fantastic. And then, of course, we have, or not of course, but we have marshmallow root. Gives off this pretty pink flower. Then we have quinoa seeds, and this is the quinoa. And of course, some of these look kind of similar, right? And then we have sunflowers, just like you would have sunflowers. And then we have different kinds of like wheat varieties. So this one is barley, and this is what it looks like when it grows. Then we have broccoli, and of course it looks just like broccoli. Minecraft version. The carrots, I don't know why this is different in the mod, but it is. So carrots. And then maybe because you can actually get the seeds from breaking grass now. Maybe that's the difference. I don't know. Cassavana. And this one is kind of cool, but that's going to come in handy. Corn. Who doesn't love some good corn? Make you a scary cornfield. Then we have cotton. And that's what it looks like. And cucumber, which looks pretty cool. Of course, eggplant. Can't have crops without eggplant. And ginger. And these are grapes, but there's one thing with grapes that you might notice. There's no grapes here. So these are all planted the same way. They're planted directly together. But grapes don't grow if they're planted this way. So let's go take a look at how grapes need to be planted. Okay, so these are the grapes, right? So if we plant... we would have to, well, hold on, grape seeds, grape. All right, so these are the grape seeds, but it looks a little bit different. So if I were to plant these, it plants like this, which is quite awkward, right? I do have the ticks up pretty high, so these are going to grow pretty fast, which is not normal. This is why my ticks are up so high, because these take forever to grow. Now, why did I space them out? Because in order for you to actually get grapes on here, you have to use some kind of fence. So we're going to put an oak fence here, and you're going to see it's going to spread the leaves to the oak fence. Now you can do it one on each side. So if you do it two spaces and plant another one, it will allow two, because it connects one on each side of these plants. So, for instance, if I plant this here by itself, as soon as it grows up, I will show you. You can put a fence on one side and on the other side. We'll give that just a second. But this is what it looks like when the grapes finally grow. But you'll notice these just now are growing, and I have the ticks up to 200. Okay, so one on this side and one on this side. But if we put another one out, we're going to just let this continue to go. But isn't that cool how it looks like a little vineyard? But that is how you get the grapes to grow. And it does take a while. You'll notice it spreads to these. But if we give it a second, it will not continue spreading. And the grapes will only grow here. Now, if you plant another one here, so if I were to plant one here, it would continue to grow and spread to this one. but this one it will not spread to. So it's only one on either side of the grape post here. And see, this one will spread and it'll take over that one. But see how long it takes for these grapes to grow? Like this, it really, really does take a long time. Getting the leaves to spread isn't as bad, but actually getting the grapes to grow takes forever, like you can see. So this is one that you definitely have to be patient with, and you definitely want to keep harvesting them because they do take so long to grow. Or maybe you just want to plant a whole bunch and have a huge vineyard. That would be awesome, and I would love to do that. But there you go. It will continue and grow on this one. Or maybe not, because I connected it to that one. So let's see if we connect it to that one. There we go, instant growth. So you have to actually connect it to that one. It cannot be on the other side. Fun to know. All right, let's continue on with the rest of the crops. This one we have is knaf, and it gives you these fibers when you harvest it. The other thing this mod adds, which is fantastic, is right-click harvesting. There we go. On most things. Apparently on the knaf fiber. Oh, you have to right-click up here. So right-click harvesting, and it will keep everything still planted. So that makes it really nice because, well, then you don't have to worry about replanting, which is always fun. So next we have lettuce, and it'll take just a second to grow, and we will see what that looks like. My ticks are up pretty high, so it shouldn't take very long. But then we also have oat, and that's what it looks like, kind of like a dried version of the wheat. That's what I think it looks like anyway. So this is fully grown. You can tell, of course, if you have some kind of mod in that shows you. And if you want those links, I do have those available, and I can put those down below. All right, next we have onion, and that's what that one looks like. Then we have pea pod, and that's what that looks like, fully grown. Peanut, who doesn't love peanuts? And, well, unless, of course, you're allergic, obviously, you wouldn't like them. Pepper, and that looks kind of cool. It looks like a little pepper bush. Potato looks like, well, normal potato. Radish is really colorful, and I like that one. And then we have some more grains. So we have rice, more of a white texture color. And then we have rye, which is more of a, like, little bit of a green. Next we have sorghum, which sorghum is actually a grain, kind of like corn, if you will. Then we have soybean and spinach. Love me some spinach. We have sweet potato, tomato. I like these tomato vines. I think those are pretty cool. Turnips. I love the way that these are created, like how they have the little roots that come out with it. Yams. I don't know about you, but yams to me aren't quite as purple, but you know, they're cute. And then zucchini. I love, love, love some zucchini. So that is the different crops. Now, then we have some trees. So the trees, the recipe is going to be the same. So like for an apple tree, it's always going to be an oak sapling in the middle. And whatever tree you're trying to create, you're going to surround it by that in a crafting table. And that's how you're going to get the saplings. But how do you actually find these? Well, these actually can be found out in the wild, the trees. So you just right click on the leaf to harvest whatever fruit is there. And that is how you get the fruit. But you can also get saplings in wild, breaking the leaves, and sometimes you can find them in village chest. Pretty cool. All right, so we have that one, of course, is an apple tree. This one is apricot. Then we have banana. And of course, this is very different than some of the other ones because the bananas kind of hang down a little bit. Then we have a cherry tree and mango. This one is olives, which will come in very, very handy. Then we have plum, pear, and orange. So that is the 9 different trees that this mod adds. Then there are some other things. Read a little sign here. Opportunias, which are these. They are cacti that can be found in sandy biomes. They give off these little cactus fruit. So that's a lot of fun. So that's where you can find those. And then these are different berry bushes. We have strawberry, and again, you just right click to harvest them. You can actually walk through them, which is kind of cool, but it does slow you down a little bit. And then we have raspberries, blueberries, and blackberries. And these do have to be found out in the wild. But if we go into survival, we harvest it, and then we break the bush, it actually gives us the bush back. So you can take it back with you and harvest it and place it back down at your spot. So that's how you do these. You do have to pick them up in the wild. There's not really a crafting recipe for these. All right, and then there is squash, and these all grow kind of like pumpkins and melons. So there's squash. Oh, I just had these here so they wouldn't grow there. In case you're wondering. Honeydew melon and cantaloupe. And of course, if we break these, they give us the fruit smashed up version. Or of course, you can silk touch them to get the other version. But that's what they look like when they're actually harvested. This is the squash, honeydew, and cantaloupe. And these are so much fun. All right. Then we're going to go over the animals. The rest of these recipes we will be going over the next time. I'm splitting it up because there's so much to cover in this, and I don't think we could just handle it in one. So, what does it change with our animals? Well, whether it's cows or mushroom cows, you can now also breed them with barley, oat, rye, rice, corn, and sorghum. So think of all the different grain types you can use to breed your cows and mushrooms. That also works for the sheepies back there. All right, now for our pigs, they'll also breed with radishes, sweet potatoes, and yams. And of course, the normal carrots, but also yams, sweet potatoes, and radishes now. Now, the chickens, any type of seed can be used to breed them now. So you're probably going to get tons of seed because if we head over here a little bit, see we have all these seed and all this grass, and if we break a whole bunch, you'll see that we're getting our regular, well, we're only getting the grass ones right now. All right, hold on. Let's see how much we have to break through to get some. Quite a bit. There we go. There one popped up. So now we got an oat seed. So it does take a while, but keep going. You'll get all the different kinds of seeds. There we just got another one. We got spinach. So once you get going, you do start to get more. There's another one. So we just got eggplant. So keep at it. Break a whole bunch of grass and you'll get all these seeds. And then it'll be fantabulous. Okay, next time we will go over all the different recipes. I know it's going to be a part 2, but and possibly a part 3, depending on how fast we can get through it. I'm trying to make these more bite-sized because I know you guys seem to appreciate them a little bit better. But there is so much we can make with this, including different cakes you can put out, cheese that turns into cheese wedges, all kinds of stuff, and you're not going to want to miss that. So stay tuned for when part 2 comes out to get all the recipes. But this is how you do it, and as you can see, this finally took over, but still did not go past with this for the grapes. All right, any questions or comments so far, leave those down below. Or if you have any mod that you would like to see covered in a spotlight or tutorial. All right, that's it for this one. So if you haven't already, don't forget to hit that subscribe button with the notification bell so that way you can see when all the new videos come out. And of course, if you found this video useful to you, I would appreciate it if you hit that like button. I know what I'm talking about. Hit that like button to let me and everybody else know that you found it useful. Thank you, and until next time, this lava temptress, don't get burned. Bye!